How's it going, Taurus community? Soul Tigress here with a special story for this wonderful frequency. Alright, Taurus, let's go ahead and get started with this introduction and this vibe. So, Taurus, having a hard time choosing something. Do you choose to give in to others and their demands, or do you choose yourself and what you need at the heart level? Not knowing if what you need is asking for too much. Truly, Taurus, you can see that no one person, place, and or thing can fulfill you like yourself. You must be willing, though, Taurus, to learn about you and what you need. Not what you want, but what you need on an emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual level. Oh my goodness gracious. You're in quite a bit of a pickle right now that really is playing into your present, but it's also influencing the future outlook of things for you, Taurus. Oh my goodness. This is something that could be very hard for others. Who do I choose? Do I choose everyone else, or do I choose myself? And a lot of times when we choose our needs over the crowd's needs, we feel guilt. We feel shame, because we have so many others pointing the finger at us and telling us we're wrong, we're greedy, and we're selfish. What? That happens even when you're trying to create changes for yourself that are going to positively influence the future of your journey. Just know that a lot of times people, places, and their things of low frequencies don't want you to release the chains that they have on you. So let's go ahead and get started. So first card that we see at the very bottom of things is the Moon in Libra, talking about balancing the relationships, whether intimate, whether platonic, but it has to do with others, people we want to relate to, people that we want to love or that we want to love us, type of thing. This is something really hard for you to balance right now at this moment, because we are having issues with letting go of certain things, giving ourselves permission to create new foundations. And the whole thing is, you don't see things changing for yourself in a positive direction on your needs being taken care of. Something else that's here is you don't know what to expect if you were to create this powerful change. And maybe this is why you have a block up to creating change within your life, but also within your environment as well. I'm hearing habits, changing certain habits that you have, routines that you've used to self-soothe so you can get through what I'm hearing to say is the misery of the moment of now. Something else here that you hold at bay is showing the world the real you. You wear masks to satisfy others. You play the part in those masks that will bring others delight, happiness, but you're also putting yourself on the back burner of who you are, who you want to be, the different dreams, goals that you wish you could achieve. The whole thing is you're too busy pouring into others, but you're withholding from yourself. This is why when you look in the mirror, sometimes you feel like you don't know who you are, you don't know what you're doing. Is because you are too busy trying to live your life through the views of others. And something here is this energy is going to be gaining momentum. This is something that has probably plagued you a lot when it comes to your outlook on yourself when you look at your reflection. And this is something that will always be around because our spiritual being will always pull for us to be more authentic with ourselves, authentic in how we present ourselves. Our spiritual being will always pull to have us not wear a mask to appease others. Something else, the very last thing that's really hard for you is you have a lot of pride. A lot of pride because you don't want to fail. But the thing is, that's getting in your way at this time. All that pride. Being so proud of trying to keep things the same, even though these things of the same haven't been fulfilling for you for many years now. Oh my goodness. That's hard. That is really, really hard to deal with. Knowing that you can't be who you want to be because you always gotta wear a mask to appease others. How defeating, how depressing, how very taking that can be, especially if you lived many years in this routine. And anytime you try and be authentic with yourself, others are putting it down. Oh man. This is why you feel like you're always chained to the wall. Why you always feel like you cannot move. Why you always feel like there's something wrong. There's this void that you always have. We have to learn how to fulfill those voids by learning how to heal. Learning how not to hide away from ourselves, Taurus. Let's go ahead and dive into the present now. All right, ancestors, spirit guides. What is it that needs to come out for the present, for the Taurus community? It's a lot of tricks that are being played. A lot of tricks, I think, to kind of keep you not realizing how much these others are influencing you. You know, even down to the very little choices that you're making, I'm seeing. I'm hearing one more card. What is the last few cards there? We'll go. Let's see anything else. All right. So definitely we have something here in the past, a few things here in the past that are hidden. You have done a really good job of hiding yourself from it or hiding it from you. What does it have to do with? This has to do with your passions. This also has to do with relationships. There's a certain kind of connection, a certain kind of emotional connection, a passionate connection that you want with the relationships around you. This is something that you've always wanted. You know, this is something that's also been very transformative for you, even in this direction that you're in right now. And something else that it has to do with is the universe. You feel like at times that this is just kind of all that's been written into your life story that I'm hearing to say. That no matter what, that you are this beast of a human energy. This beast of a human energy that is hard to control. Maybe that's why you've let a lot of others make decisions for you, Taurus. Maybe it's because here in the present, following the guidance of others has left you to a bountiful type of life, one that is very fulfilling, but one that is only fulfilling through things of the material world. You're only fulfilled when you look at these things, because when you put them down, things are not so fulfilling. Oh my goodness gracious. This could have to do with energies that you try and hide away from, especially when it comes to their lack of care. I'm hearing to say lack of caring about you. The whole thing is you want things to be a good match. You really do. Maybe you found a person, place, and or thing that you was hoping that would match your energy, because we have the Queen of Presents to the King of Presents. But we have this Empress in between. I feel like whoever this was that you thought was a good match, person, place, and or thing, when their mask finally fell off, even though you keep your mask on, you got to see a totally different side to them. One that is not as caring, one that is not as nurturing, one that could be very, very selfish, I'm hearing to say. And this is something that has always hung you up. Maybe there's some kind of blame here that you do a lot of. Maybe it's the blame of who you once were in the past. If I didn't get into this situationship, this place kind of thing, this with this person, whatever it is, you feel like you would be somewhere else. So you feel like definitely you've been guided here to this place. This is something that you really, really believe. This is something that you almost howl at the moon about when it comes to your frustrations. If I'm not here now, then you feel like you're going to fail somewhere else. You feel like you don't have as much wisdom to make choices for yourself. To me, that sounds like you don't trust yourself all the way, Taurus. And maybe that has to do with the pride. But the thing is, now we have this Six of Needles. How can you put yourself back together, especially when it comes to exploring yourself emotionally? The past you was the past you. That's okay. We all have past. We all have moments where we were young and dumb, and it takes being young and dumb to become wise, to become old, to become proficient in things. And a lot of times, if you remember this character, she was stuck in a situation. Is this Sally, I believe? She was stuck in this situation with this person who wanted to control her. It wasn't where she really wanted to be. Keep that in mind. Something here also is the Four of Candles. You made commitments. You've made these commitments with others, but these commitments are plaguing you. And they're plaguing you in a sense in the mind, because you're not understanding the tricks that are happening around it. You don't understand how these people are using things that you're insecure about, especially when it comes to how you see yourself in the past, how they're using that to manipulate your decisions. Oh, yeah. I've ran across people before where I open up to them to try and connect with them, to try and give them some type of understanding as to why I think the way I think, why I feel the way I feel. And many a times I find that narcissistic type of energy, whether female or male, will turn around and use that against me to try and control me. I had a particular situation when I first recognized it with a Pisces. I don't know why I want to bring this up with a particular sign. This Pisces was a person who came into a management position, and what it was is they wanted to control a lot of what was going on. They wanted to have this control, this say-so, and hold everybody up to a high level of accountability, but for themselves, they were not holding themselves to that level. They were taking shortcuts. And if I question any kind of shortcut or what they were doing to try and cheat others, that's when they would pull things out to try and stab at my insecurities from things that I've shared with them. So keep that in mind. It doesn't have to always deal with certain signs. This is certain personality types. But oh man, I learned that day that to watch out for personalities that do that. And I actually ran into a Taurus recently that I do deal with, and I was able to recognize when this Taurus of kind of low vibing energy was doing the same as what this Pisces had done to me before. And you know what I did? Ooh, I did something a little bit different when it came to handling a future situation that they try to put me in, trying to talk all crazy to me and stuff like that. Don't let somebody, a narcissist, try and overrule you through your insecurities. Outsmart them. Outsmart them, and you'll outsmart them by standing strong in yourself. And something with the future of things here is we have the Six of Candles. How to get through conflicts. There's something here of you're not wanting to deal with certain kind of conflicting energies. It's really hard to create these boundaries, because if you create boundaries against somebody who's using your insecurities against you, they're going to make you feel wrong about it. And you don't know how to process that, but you don't know how to hold strong in your boundaries as well. Oh my goodness gracious. It takes first becoming conscious of things, and then secondly, it's going in and filtering out, trying to find the root of why this is bothering you and why this is a challenge, why this is a hurdle, why this is a mountain that you need to climb within yourself to conquer this challenge here. Because every person, every place, everything that we come into certain conflicts with, especially when it deals with our insecurities, is mirroring something of our past that we had a hard time dealing with, or mirroring a past that we're very hard on ourselves about. So if this person is really poking at your insecurities up front like that, it's not the divine saying, hey, you need to have handlers and these handlers have to treat you this way. No, the divine is saying, here, I'm going to put this lesson right out in front of you. I'm not going to hide it in some stuff. It's going to be right here in front so that you can see it, so that you can recognize it, and so that you can work through it. Oh my goodness. All right, Taurus energy. Let's go ahead and call in the angels of protection. Angels of protection. Please help guide us and keep us safe as we navigate the block, the shadow side for the Taurus community. What is it that needs to come out? And there she is. You know what, Taurus, I'm reminded of past stories that I've done. I think it was like a year ago that I really felt some dark energy around you. I felt some dark energy wanting to put its claws into you, to hold you. And the whole thing is you let that dark energy get a hold of you, chain you down through the different habits that you develop to try and ignore it. One thing about being a parent, one thing about being in a relationship with another, one thing about teaching others on how they treat you is having those tough conversations. The tough conversations that will challenge things, that will bring change in, but also will get others to acknowledge what they're doing. The more you avoid that, the more you develop habits to cope with what you're dealing with. And one of those habits that has been fed here is a lot of pride. So be careful, be careful, be careful. So let's go ahead and from the past, from your past. I don't know, there's some kind of reason that you have a hard time solidifying stability within yourself. If you grew up in a narcissistic household, such as myself, you don't know how to have that stability, that confidence within yourself. And maybe this is a part of the challenge here, is learning how to develop that confidence in how you feel, how you see things, but also in how you move. Develop the confidence, and even if you make mistakes, that you can learn and that you can grow from there, and that you're able to say sorry if whenever you do need to say sorry. All right, let's unpack some more here, Tower. It's hard. It's hard to call people out. It's hard to call places out because you've put them on this pedestal. This pedestal that needs to be taken care of by everyone else, and they don't have to hold that much accountability. Why do I say that about this pedestal, especially with the Empress and upright? Because you've put somebody on a pedestal. This is who your handler is going to be. Whoever this handler is, whatever, they have done things to kind of help fill your voids in a sense, but on the other side of things, they're doing things to also take away from you. And I was actually watching this video talking about manipulating a certain gender. And one thing they do when manipulating a certain gender is they will sit here, love bomb them, give them attention, but then they take it away. Why do they take it away? Because they want you to come running back and earning whatever it is that they were putting out first. And they keep you in this cycle of trying to get their approval, get their appreciation, get their love type of thing. Be careful, be careful, be careful. Remember, Taurus, knowledge is power. When you start to ask those tough questions, when you want to have those tough conversations, that means you're getting curious. Start to look at things, start to research things. There's a lot of people who have been through the same situation that you are going through, that are out there giving advice, that are sharing their stories to help teach others. But you yourself have to be willing to take off that mask that you wear for others and be willing to be vulnerable with yourself and learn something new about yourself. Create those investments into yourself. Because right now, I love how we're speaking about that, is you don't feel successful at an emotional level, even in a mental level, because look at how much air is here. You got the clouds. What I'm hearing is even the clarity. You don't even have good clarity when it comes to looking at yourself and how hard you have worked to take yourself out of one situation and put yourself into something else. And something else that also is really hard at this moment is you don't feel successful. Even though you go running for this other's approval, however this is working, getting that currency that you want from them, it's truly not what you need at the heart level. You may want it, but it's not what you need. It's not fulfilling the needs like you need your needs to be fulfilled. And this is hard. This has affected your outlook on life. Especially, again, how you see yourself emotionally, especially when it comes to your inner passions, what you want to be passionate about. If you have somebody who's handling you, they definitely are trying to handle everything about you, whether it's your mindset, whether it's your emotional side, your mental side, or even your physical side. Really step back and listen to the criticisms that they give you, especially when you're finding success in things. Then you will start to open up or become conscious of the different ways that they're trying to control you. And this last card here we have that is building momentum, is always putting these others first, having a hard time pouring into yourself. The whole thing is the more you become at odds ends with yourself, the more you keep taking your past mistakes into the now and feeling like you can't trust yourself, is the more that you're going to be depleting yourself. And again, the more you're pouring into others because you feel like others have these good intentions for you, but it's not. They're masking those good intentions by using your insecurities against you, and you can't even be your authentic self around them. That can be very, very, very depleting right there. And one of the first things that you gotta do in order to start filling your voids is starting to go within and assess how you feel about things, and not call it stupid. Not call yourself down for having this feeling of disagreeing what somebody's trying to do to you or what somebody's trying to make you do, no matter who they are. Oh my goodness. All right, Taurus, let's go ahead and call in divine. Divine, 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 and universal energy. What are the positive messages that you have for the Taurus community? Oh my goodness, and I'm hearing that's it, that's it, that's it. So we'll start with this past, this past that you're really hard on, this past that's help you gravitate to these type of relationships, feeling like you can't trust yourself and trust in others. I love this. You need a new exercise program. Not physically, but this is going to come down to your mental. This is going to come down to your emotional. This is going to come down to how you have to develop trust in yourself, for yourself. Being able to see things a little bit differently when it comes to intuition, clarity, insight, and imagination. But you have to go in and assess your nightmares. What it is that you fear that you're going to repeat again. Why it is that you have to use these handlers to make choices for you type of things. Start to question the norms, I'm hearing to say. When it comes to this other who likes to play two different parts here, just know you are stronger than what you think. You've been through a lot in life. You've also learned a lot. And you want to learn from these past mistakes, and you can do it. You have the endurance. You have the stamina. Because think about where you once were. There was a time and place that you never thought you would get out of there. But look at you now. You came out from the depths of depression to try and better yourself. Just know that. It takes a very strong person to do that. Don't forget that. Self-employment, entrepreneurship, creating what you need to create, to put out there for yourself. For yourself. Not having to abide by others' rules, but the rules that you're going to create for your needs type of energy. And this is something that's going to be new for you. Something that's going to be many years in the working for you. This is something that's going to take a lot of practice, something that you're going to have to hold accountability for yourself about, instead of relying on others to hold you accountable for things. This is you creating that accountability for yourself. That accountability doesn't always have to be negative. That accountability could be holding yourself to being able to practice new routines type of energy here. Something else that we have is a windfall of offense. Sometimes you don't know why stuff is hitting the fan. We don't know why it keeps repeating itself, why we can't get out of these cycles. It's because these events are happening to wake us up, to help us grow spiritually, to help us align with ourselves more spiritually, and to create a type of care. Maybe a type of care that's a little bit different than what we experienced before. For me, at this moment in this story, parental care is going to represent support and presence for yourself, with yourself, Taurus. The reason why I say that is in this book that I was reading, The Body Keeps Score, it talks about trauma. And it talks about how trauma rewires us on many different levels, whether emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. And it also talked about how if a person goes through trauma and they have support, that trauma is not as impacting as somebody going through it without support. Somebody with support is going to be able to get through it and not have that trauma rewire them so much in a negative way. And I feel like this is something that we're going to have to encompass for yourself, Taurus, is that support and being present with yourself. Oh my goodness, because guess what? That's going to help you bring out your authentic self. But it has to come with a powerful change. A powerful change where you let things crumble so that you can come to a new belief about things, especially when it comes to putting yourself back together. And with that, you will start to be able to let go of things that no longer serve you, to make room for the things that are going to help you progress. Oh my goodness gracious, Taurus. This was a really awesome story. Thank you so much for your time, your energy, and your patience. And don't forget to thank your angels, ancestors, spirit guides, as well as divine and universal energy for coming on in and helping out. And as always, I hope that you have a most wonderful rest of your day.